Hey yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another episode on the Wizcraft YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Hope your day is going great today. In between last episode and this episode, I cleaned up a few things. I built this beautiful pathway from the nether portal down to the smeltery. Oh yeah, you want to go? You want to go? Boom, didn't think so. Well, I guess you did want to, but I didn't think you had a chance against me. Where you going, bud? Yeah, boom, there we go. Okay, anyone else? Nah, you're cool. You guys are cool. Alright. Yeah, built this beautiful pathway. It was just 1 block thick before, now it's 7 blocks thick, because you can't have a pathway less than 7 blocks thick. That's the rule. Then all the way down to the smeltery itself. Once we hit lava level, the middle becomes glass, so we can see that beautiful lava underneath. I didn't cook up too much crazy stuff yet, mainly just a ton of nether brick, because I had a ton of netherrack just sitting in a shulker box. So I smelted it all up, mainly for the thumbnail pic, just so we could see all 54 ferni along these 2 walls. But also, I'm more likely to do some building with nether bricks than I am with netherrack, so this will come in handy someday. But it was nice cooking up, you know, about 54 stacks of items. I guess I didn't do a full 54 stacks of items, because I broke up some of the items into smaller stacks when I was smelting them. But we still did cook up about 47 stacks of items. We got 7 empty spots there. And I smelted all those items for free, because I got all this free fuel right here. So with all these items smelted up, we're going to head back into the overworld after just taking one more glance at this beautiful smeltery. Oh my gosh. But what is on the agenda for today? Well, today is all about creating the agenda for the future, as well as getting a few things done on the agenda. But my main objective is to create my vision board. In between last episode and this episode, I started some builds. I got, you know, about a quarter of a warehouse built right here. I got about what percentage of this build do you think is done? Probably about a 2 or 3% start on this build over here. Just kind of mapped it out. We'll be coming back to that later in this episode. But yeah, I started my warehouse here. Just kind of got the design for it. It's not going to be super fancy. Not going to have quite as much detail as that nether smeltery, at least to start. I'm just thinking basic stone bricks for the walls, some logs here just to show a little bit of variation, and I like that bamboo for the roof. So I'll probably have a big bamboo roof. I got some bamboo grown over here, but I haven't actually gone ahead and started putting my chests in here yet, but I will. What I need to do now is collect some resources for the builds that I'll be doing today. So what do I need to collect? I need to collect some more types of wood. I got to get some dark oak. I got a little bit of dark oak, but I need to get a lot more dark oak. I need to get some birch. I need to get some sand and some gravel, and that'll be a decent start, at least. I know in this direction over here, that's where I got my sand last time. I'll probably get some more sand there, but I need to fly over here to find the other forests. And there is a ton of gravel at the bottom of the ocean, but I probably want to find a better spot to mine gravel that isn't underwater, because the closest I've come to death in this world have been deaths due to drowning, so I don't really want to do anything underwater if I don't have to. And there's a fallen birch tree that spawned in here, so that's pretty cool. I think I read about that somewhere. They were adding fallen trees into the game, but this is the first time I'm ever seeing one. But I think I'm gonna start heading back home. I got 2 stacks of birch logs, sun's setting, so if I need to grow more, I have tons of saplings now, so I wouldn't really ever need to come back here. I can just plant my own by my base now. But I'll pick up all these saplings on the ground and then head home. Now that I have a few things built at the base, it's really easy to recognize where home is. Let's see, will it let me sleep or will a monster get me? Oh boy. Look at you all decked out in gold armor. Alright, what was the point of getting all those items? Well, it's because I want to start working on this building over here. So it's nowhere near done, but I think it's eventually going to be like my town hall, the centerpiece of this big jungle village. What goes into town hall? Well, you know, all the important information for the townsfolk to know. So I'm going to put up a bunch of these vision boards. And what's going to go on my vision boards? Well, all of the tasks that I hope to accomplish in this Minecraft world in future episodes or current episodes. One thing that I never want to have happen in this series is for me to get to the point where I don't know what to do next. I want to have goals to work towards. And by creating this place now, I'll be able to jot all my ideas that I have at the moment down right now. But also I can stop here every time something new comes to me, and I can instantly add it to one of the boards. This will help me keep track of everything I want to do in the future, and it'll also allow you guys to get a little glimpse into what's coming in the series. I'm not going to finish this whole building today. I spent enough time last episode doing a very detailed build. For the time being, I'm just cleaning up a little bit so that I can add all these billboards on ground level. So my plan is to have each of these vision boards be a 5x2 billboard, with the top row being signs and the bottom row being item frames. And I like the way the birch signs look on this background, so I'm going to be making a lot of birch signs. The frick? Holy frick biscuit. Then we just go like this, mark down what the agenda item is. First one was the smeltery. Actually, can I bring that down? No. There we go. Let's see, signs are what, four rows, so I can't exactly center it unless I go nether smeltery. There we go. I'll try to make everything between, well, not between, but either 2 or 4 lines so that it can be centered on my sign. Next, I'll put something like, oh boy, this is going to be tough to make everything 2 to 4 lines. You know what? No. I'm just going to call this Animal Farm. There we go. I need to get my animals going because I'm going to need lots of leather to actually make these item frames, and I currently have no leather. And then next, I think I want to actually get my villager, what do I want to call this? I don't want to call it a farm because, you know, villagers are people breeder. There we go. Because I really need mending. I think mending, or the fact that I don't currently have mending, is the one thing that's preventing me from getting netherite at the moment, because once you have netherite armor, netherite tools, you need netherite to repair it, to repair those items, unless you have mending. Like with my diamond gear, I can repair that with diamonds. It's super easy. Diamonds are basically free to me at the moment. But netherite is not, and netherite never really is going to be free. It's always kind of going to be a tedious, annoying thing to get. So I'd rather not waste netherite if I don't have to. So I don't want to get netherite tools until I have mending, and the best way to get mending is with villagers, so I want to do that very soon. So I think I'm just going to build a bunch of these signs now, so I can rapid fire put out a few of my future agenda items. Alright, so there's a view of all these vision boards along the sides of this building. It currently has a capacity of 50 agenda items on this floor of the town hall. These are also going to be just like typical level agenda items. Then in the back here, I want to have some hardcore or just long-term goals that I hope to complete eventually, partially passively, partially actively, throughout the series. So since this long-term vision board will be primarily endgame items, I want to give it kind of an end theme as I'm building it. So I'm going to cook up some chorus fruit here. I'm definitely never going to take this hypotenuse shortcut. I'm definitely always going to stay on the path every time that I run from the nether portal to the smeltery. Popped chorus into some purple bricks or purple blocks, and then I'm going to make some end rods. Then I'll turn the quartz blocks into quartz pillars. Then for this spacing, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, place, 1, 2, 3, place, 1, 2, 3, place, 1, 2, 3, place, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't have enough purple. My original plan was to only make one of these signs, so I was only gonna need 6 blocks of quartz and 4 blocks of the, or 4 of the purple bricks, and then halfway through I decided that I was going to make 2 signs. But I forgot that I would have to go get more purple. There we go. Oh, it's all done already. Look at that. Goodbye. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's not fight it like that. There we go. Why is there a sheep in here? Well, that's where the long-term goals will go on these super special end nether theme signs. Alright, I think it's time to start populating some of these. That's all the easy short-term goals I can think of at the moment. I'm sure this list will grow over the next couple of episodes as I come up with more ideas. Now for some of these long-term goals, I have a few of those in mind already. First one of every full beacon, minus netherite. I don't need a full netherite beacon, but I do want to have a full iron, diamond, gold, emerald. Is that all of them? A full beacon of all of those materials. Get every music disc. I already have a decent start to this one. I think I have like 6 or 7 music discs already. Getting those last couple are kind of a challenge, so that'll be something that I'll work towards eventually, getting all of those last couple hard to acquire music discs. And of course, get every advancement. I know some advancements are very easy to get, others are very difficult. I could spend entire episodes chasing after a single advancement in the late game, so that'll be a very difficult long-term goal, but it'll always provide me some direction when I really need somewhere to go. And wow, I let a ton of mobs spawn because I have yet to light this place up. Let's see, with this creeper here, should we try to get a music disc before I sleep? Let's do it. Alright, let me give him a little pop. Alright, so it might be a one-shot for these skeletons if they can hit the creeper and I don't blow it up. Let's get you out of my way. Alright, come on. Oh, come on. No, don't shoot each other, you stupid. Oh, yeah, right, he wasn't a one-shot. What? Where did he go? How did he die? Well, now I gotta find another stinking skeleton. Why did that skeleton just despawn? Yeah, there we go. Good job. I realized it was my thorns that killed that other guy that I was working on. So, alright. Oh, I think that's a new one, actually. Oh, look at this. Another one. Oh, come on. Why? Why do they keep bouncing off of them? That was a lot easier than the first one. Yeah, you guys may have heard that pigman. I trapped a little baby pigman down here with... he's holding a netherrack. I don't know if he'll ever grow up. He's been a baby now for quite some time, so maybe he won't ever grow up, and I'll have a permanent baby pigman that I can do something cool with eventually. Alright, now for the next item, I was hoping I had a shovel in here that did not have fortune, that also had efficiency, because when you mine gravel with fortune, you get flint, way too much flint, and I'm just trying to get gravel, so I think I'm going to enchant another shovel, actually. I have 30 levels. Let's see what we get. Unbreaking. Beautiful. That is exactly what I wanted. Actually, guess it could have had Soak Touch. I wouldn't have complained if it had Soak Touch. Oh, the andesite was really misleading with the gravel underwater. Not gonna drown this time. Then I'll just grab another stack of sand. Now the whole point of getting the sand and the gravel was to make some concrete powder. So this stuff is going to serve as my visual indicator for each of the tasks to identify them as either complete, in progress, or not started yet. I was going to convert them to concrete, but I mean honestly these probably get the job done as they are in their powder form, but I'll turn them into concrete. I won't be lazy. Now I do have a system for creating concrete, and I built a little temporary version right now that will just get the job done. Another one of the things I'll beef up later on. All I want to do now before I wrap this episode up is put the item frames in below all of these signs. But like I said earlier, I don't have leather at the moment, so I'm going to get started on the animal farm so that I can actually acquire some leather so that I can create the item frames. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes, you guys just came out of nowhere. I mean, not a challenge, but definitely surprised me. Alright, I crafted up over 3 stacks of fences, got 13 fence gates. That should be enough to start a little miniature animal farm. I'm gonna build a little temporary dirt bridge across this cavern as well. Eventually it'll be a beautiful wooden bridge. I want to build the farm over here because I know there are already some cows over here. Yeah, it looks like this is the level I want it to be on. So this is where I'm going to drop the first couple fences. Oh yeah, I love that it just started raining again. The final enclosure will be much bigger than this, but I just want to get something going so I can start breeding the cows while I work on building it. Yeah, you want to come in here? Yes. Alright, there's 1. You're going to be number 2. Perfect. There we go. That's a 3rd cow. That's an advancement. Look at all the progress we're making towards these long-term goals already. Guess I'll bring you in. It'll be easiest just to have you walk in from right there. Yep. Alright, there's 4. There are 2, 3 more cows over here. Oh, yeah. There we go. 3 more cows already. Look at the size of this cow population. Alright, I can breed 2 more. That's all the wheat I have at the moment, so I have to go get more wheat now. That should take care of the rain finally. Yep, there it goes. Anybody ready to breed yet? Now we got, what, 3 more babies? So there's 4 babies there now? So looking at the level that the cows are on right now, I think I don't want to go up any more than 2 blocks. So from this point on, I can flatten it out entirely. And they might be ready for another breeding. Make sure my particles are on. That's probably why we weren't getting those hearts earlier. Alright, I think it's time to expand their enclosure a little bit. And by a little bit, I obviously meant a lot of bit. Alright, the terrain is flattened, or as flattened as I want it to be for this very large pasture that the cows are going to have. Now I can finish expanding their enclosure. Maybe I won't take it all the way to this side here. I think I'll take it to about right here. That way I can still have like a travel pathway on this side of the cow farm before this little ravine over here. There we go. Now I can set the cows free from this little tiny enclosure that they had previously. How has this baby not grown up yet? I have been digging for so long. Alright, now I'll keep periodically checking in on these cows, breeding them up, until I have enough cows to get some leather. I'll harvest up the wheat one more time, but then I'm going to have to do some AFKing to let the wheat grow and let the cows be ready to make more baby cows. I decided to put this fence in between the pasture to separate out what will eventually be like the cow pasture and the pig pasture and the sheep pasture. Let me get these guys way over here. Alright, let's see if this works. Perfect, wow. Well, now all of the cows are on this side of the fence. I think this is the biggest of the mini enclosures, so that'll be the cow enclosure, and I'll probably break this up into two enclosures, probably a pig and a sheep, to harvest up some wheat and then go AFK again. Holy. Alright, can we sleep? Alright, that should clear up the stinking thunderstorm. I think I'll breed them one more time, then I'll get some leather for the item frames. I've returned. That should be the last AFK session that I need to do. That got me all the way back up to level 30. I guess I'm gonna get a little bit higher too as I kill a few of these guys. For what the heck is going on over there? Why is that burning? Did that somehow catch from that lava down there? No. Okay. I mean, this is fine. I don't really care about this, what used to be jungle tree. From that first angle I saw from the cow farm, I thought my cherry trees were burning down. But if it's just that jungle tree right there, I'm not too concerned about it. There we go. 56 item frames. Then we will put an item frame under, whoa. I will put an item frame under every single one of these signs here. Even on the long-term vision board and the unpopulated half of the town hall. And I really wish this rain would stop because it's ruining my big moment. But like I said, I'm going to use these concretes to signify which ones I am done, in progress, or haven't started yet. So the nether smeltery is done. It's going to get a big green. The animal farm is in progress. Storage warehouse in progress. Town hall in progress. Villager market not started. Mending enchant, nope. Farms is actually, well, I do have a farm set up, but it's not the big farm system that I have in mind, so it's going to get red, 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 red. Okay. One of every full beacon, red. Get every music disc in progress, and get every advancement in progress. There we go. Look at that. Really taking shape here in the rain. Only one green so far, the Nether Smeltery, but we made progress on lots of the yellows today. So hopefully we'll turn a few more of those to green next episode. And the sun is setting, so I think I'm going to wrap this episode up by sleeping, enchanting, and then going and looking at the Town Hall vision boards in the daytime without any rain. I think the obvious candidate for what I need is some boots. So let's do an enchant. Protection 4, I like that. Show me Feather Falling 4 and Unbreaking 3 in addition to that Protection 4. Okay, it gave me nothing in addition to that Protection 4. All good, I can combine it with some of these other boots at some point. But let's wrap this episode up by taking one last peek at the Town Hall building with all the nice colors in the daytime with no rain. There we go. One beautiful green and a bunch of yellows and reds. That's a pretty good angle right there. That might have to be my thumbnail. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Kind of all over the place today, with the main objective being making slow progress on that Town Hall vision board setup behind me there. If you guys have any ideas for what I should add to that vision board, any short-term goals, long-term goals, future thing that you think I should do in this world, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll be sure to take a look. And while you're down there dropping a comment, may as well hit the like button while you're there. And if you haven't subscribed, may as well subscribe too. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.